Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler, and this is Meeting Expectations. If this is your first time here, welcome. Let me tell you what we do. What we do is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer. We read what's on the label, what the brewery expects us to appreciate. We crack it open and see if it meets expectations. If you enjoy this type of programming, I tell you, give us a thumbs up and subscribe and click that bell button. It would certainly be appreciated. All right, let's see. Oh, well, for those of you who have been here before, hey, get ready. Today we have Hillsborough Lapse of Judgment New England Pale Ale. Lapse of Judgment. When my wife and I saw this at the store, she saw it and she said, "You got to taste that one." So I picked it up. I've not heard from I'm not familiar with Hillsborough. In fact, we'll find out on the label here where they're from. Okay, Hillsborough Lapse of Judgment New England Pale Ale, 5.7% alcohol by volume, 1 pint. It says follow us on Instagram, Hillsborough, all the good stuff there. Brewing company, it's on Van Dunzer Street, Staten Island. All right, well, welcome Staten Island brewers. And it's got a government warning, of course, that if I'm pregnant or I'm running a heavy machine, I shouldn't drink this. I don't have to worry about that. All right, we got a little note here about Lapse of Judgment. Brewed with Pilsner, Maris Otter, white wheat, and flaked oats. Dry hopped with Amarillo and Ella. And it was packaged on March 23rd, 22. March 23rd, 22. And today is the 9th of May. So it's still a fresh little devil. All right, why it's called Lapse of Judgment, I've no idea. The 5.7% alcohol, I mean, if it was, really high alcohol, I could understand that. But a New England Pale Ale, okay, it's going to be a cloudy ale with nice body to it, a good just off-white head, and I would say it'd probably be an amber color, but with the hazy ales these days, it almost looks like a milkshake. As far as ABVs go on here, well, we got the ABVs, but as far as the IBUs, I don't see anything at all. So, well, there's got to be a reason for that lapse of judgment, and I certainly hope it isn't for opening the can. Well, what I'm looking for is a hazy ale with a good bittering hop to it, more in the flavor than in the aroma. All right, let's crack it open and see if it meets expectations. We do our tastings a little bit different here. What we do is most people will see, sniff, and sip. Well, we see, sip, and then sniff. Why? I'll let Master Sommelier Fred Dex explain it all to you right up there. All right, let's crack this open. What do we got? Oh, yep, we got a hazy one here. We just did a rice Pilsner that had pretty much the same color to it. It was crystal clear, but it had the same type of very light light brown, sandy colored almost. Okay, well, we got a nice 2 fingers worth of head there. It looks good. Oh, one more thing. What we like to do is we like to take the temperature of our beers, because ales should be around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and lagers around, say, 40 degrees, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's check and see, since this is a New England IPA. What do we got? It's a little chilly at around 47 degrees, but that just means we're going to have to give it a little leeway when we do some of the flavors. It might need to warm up, but I don't think so. It's pretty close. Cheers. That's a nice, almost British traditional hop flavor to it. It really does have a nice round hop flavor. I'm not identifying any tropical fruit, but there is a tang, not quite metallic, but it's close to a citric, but not quite. It reminds me much more of a British style of hopping. The malt, smooth. There's a lot of body in here, but it's very smooth and creamy. Let's go for the aroma. Oh, there now. The combination of hop aromas in here is really, really quite pleasant. Really quite pleasant, I must say. Okay, one more sip. Well, hold on. There's a little bit of a dusty finish to this. Maybe my mind was set by sand and dust and that type of thing, but I mean, it's not unpleasant, but it tells you that that sip is over. Well, we didn't really know what to expect, so we did Boro Lapse of Judgment. New England Pale Ale meet expectations? It certainly meets the expectations of a New England Pale Ale. There is no doubt about that. So, it certainly does. I'm the old growler, Pete LaFrance, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.